I stared at the screen, and honestly, I felt so damn sick. I checked the balance, hear me out. It was way lower than the math predicted. I downloaded the transaction history. I didn't just open the banking app, I exported the raw CSV file. I wanted to see the ugly truth. And when I saw the final number, my first thought was, you have got to be shitting me. The top result wasn't a large theft. It wasn't a hacked card. It was 1,000 tiny cuts. Invisible transactions. I sorted by frequency, and the pattern emerged. A slow, methodical draining of resources, done with my permission. But without my consent, I realized something terrifying. I wasn't the customer, I was the host. And the parasites were hungry. I sat back and thought, where the fuck did all my money go? Most people think going broke is a sudden event. A crash, a job loss, a medical emergency. That's bullshit. Financial ruin isn't usually an explosion, it's a slow leak. It is architectural, built into the walls of your daily life. Today we pull back the drywall. We expose the wiring. We are going to perform a forensic audit of the invisible spending habits that are bleeding you dry. We will look at the subscription trap, the psychological triggers designed to bypass your logic, and the only defense mechanism that actually works. This isn't about saving $5 on coffee. This is about looking at your bank account and not having to say what the hell happened at the end of every month. This is about survival. This is the wealth audit. I looked at the miscellaneous category, the black hole of personal finance. It looked harmless. Small purchases, convenience fees, digital goods. I ran a simulation. I took a $5 daily habit, a seemingly insignificant friction cost. I compounded it over 10 years, assuming a standard market return if invested. The number on the screen made me cold. $30,000, gone. I looked at that number and thought, what the hell? That is a car. That is a down payment on a house, not stolen by a stranger, handed over voluntarily. We call this invisible spending. It operates on the principle of painlessness. The human brain registers a $1,000 purchase as pain. It registers a $5 purchase as noise. Corporations know this shit. They designed the payment systems to be frictionless. Tap to pay, Face ID, one-click checkout. They remove the moment of hesitation, the moment where you might think, do I actually need this garbage? I tracked my dopamine levels against the spending log. The spike happens before the purchase. The acquisition itself is hollow. You are buying a feeling that evaporates the moment the transaction clears. You are left with the item. And the deficit, I audited a month of these phantom transactions. The total was 20% of the net income. 1/5 of the life energy vanished into thin air. And for what? Stuff I don't even remember buying. I went deeper into the CSV file. I filtered for recurring. The list was longer than I remembered. Streaming services, software licenses, premium deliveries, cloud storage for photos I never look at. They call it the subscription economy. I call it the zombie tax. It relies on a specific human flaw, inertia. They know you will sign up for the trial. They bank on you forgetting to cancel. They make the entry easy, a single click. But trying to leave, they make the exit a labyrinth. Phone calls, hidden menus. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes, I'm fucking sure. I found a subscription for a gym membership in a city I hadn't lived in for 2 years. $40 a month, $960 total, invested in a void. When I saw that total, I literally yelled at my screen. Are you kidding me? This is the desire for gain inverted. You fear losing the access, even if you never use the service. It is a psychological hook. Loss aversion. I calculated the monthly recurring revenue, not for a business, but for my life. The overhead cost of simply existing. It was suffocating. I started the purge. I didn't just cancel, I blocked the vendors. I treated them like intruders, because that is what they are. Squatters in your bank account. Every subscription you keep is a leak in the hull. You cannot fill the ship if the bottom is open. I asked why. Why did I agree to this? I looked at the marketing data. The algorithms are not guessing. They are precision instruments. They track your gaze, your hesitation, your location. They know you are tired at 6 p.m. on a Thursday. That is when the notification arrives. Order now. Limited time offer. They manufacture urgency, scarcity, the fear of missing out. It's a weaponized narrative. They tell you that you are incomplete, that this product is the missing piece. I realized my spending wasn't a financial decision. It was an emotional reaction, a defense mechanism against stress, against boredom, against inadequacy. They monetize your insecurity. The desire for gain is powerful, but the fear of loss is stronger. They frame saving money as deprivation, as missing out. They play us like shit. You must reframe the narrative. Spending is not a reward, it is a transfer of power. Every dollar you keep is a soldier. Every dollar you spend is a defection. I looked at the buy now, pay later offers, the ultimate trap, decoupling the pleasure of consumption from the pain of payment. It makes the present free and the future a prison. I traced the timeline of a finance purchase. The item broke before the payments ended. I was paying for a ghost. And that pisses me off more than anything. I needed a defense, a firewall. Most people call it a budget. That word is too soft. I call it the protocol. I use the zero-based method. Every dollar is assigned a mission before it arrives. Housing, food, savings. If a dollar does not have a mission, it will go AWOL. It will be captured by the enemy. So I set up automations. The money moves the instant it hits the account. It hides in investment accounts where I cannot easily touch it. I created friction. I removed the saved cards from the browser. I deleted the apps. I forced myself to type the numbers manually, to feel the weight of the action, to actually look at what I was doing and say, do I really give a shit about this item? The scratching in the walls stopped. The silence was absolute. Control. The audit is complete. The parasites have been removed, but the vulnerability remains. They are updating their tactics. New algorithms, new traps. I'm keeping the file open, watching the metadata. Subscribe or they will find a way back in.